Oh, that was fucking gross. I'm sorry, guys.
Groovy, baby.
Oh my.
Huh? We're over here tapping in with KWJT, Puget Sound from space. I'm over here with Corey. You're tapping in with Tavares and sliding with Solana. You already know what the fuck going on, man. Whole lot of KWJT shit. Welcome back, everyone, to another motherfucking Groovy Friday. Thank you so much. We appreciate all our groovers out there. That's the first shout out. Second shout out. Thank you, Tranquil Forest. As always, we truly appreciate you guys. Please keep going crazy. Keep bringing up the Groovy Tapes. We need y'all to tap in. Also, by the time this episode goes out, we have thrown a discount on our Groovetober hoodies, so please go and grab those. Oh, yeah. Like I said last episode, we don't do fucking restocks, so don't expect a restock. And without a further ado, Ski.
Hold on. Also, if you celebrate the feasting on Thursday, happy Thanksgiving, because this will be after that as well. All right, sorry.
A Groove's Giving. Anyways, yeah, without a further ado, Ski, let me introduce this week's guest. We got Zach, also known as Trapographer, in the building.
Yes, sir. This is amazing.
This is some regular shit, brother. I love that we're all together here.
I know. This is gonna be fun as fuck.
Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you. How y'all doing today?
Oh,
you beat me to it. I'm good. I'm really good. We potted yesterday. I got way too high with boof off some boof kush yesterday. So, it's Oreos, but I was fucking stoned and we did nothing last night.
Yeah, that booth pack exotics is something vicious.
Different.
I've been staying inside so much during my days off. I feel I've been such a homebody lately,
yeah.
Especially with this weather too.
Oh, I don't blame you. It reminds me of being in a high school again when it was just fucking rainy and it was like sideways and I'm just like, I don't want to do shit. I'm just happy I don't ride the bus anymore.
It feels like that morning before a field trip. Cold.
Yeah.
Back in middle school when there would be dew on the grass.
And you had to just line up.
Yep, line up and outside with all your coats and waiting for the bus to pull up. Have y'all ever had a bus not show up to the field trip and get the field trip canceled?
No, or they had to negotiate. They had to put us all on one bus. And the bus driver was never more. That one bus driver was always hot. Bro, Jerry didn't show up.
I was like my junior year of high school. We were riding the bus, and all of a sudden we just hit this loud bang. Then we looked back, the engine exploded. So we just there's only like 6 people on this bus. We had like a small group of people on this bus, but like all of us get scared. I just look at the bus driver, old white dude, just like, oh shit. But yeah, no, we just waited like 40 minutes for the other bus to pick us up. Got in the dirt, dirt to here. My shoes were fucked. It was over.
Damn. Yeah, Seattle public schools buses were like a trip.
Ooh.
Yeah, they never even had funding in the first place, so they were mad as fuck on the job. Anyways, guys, if you guys didn't know at home, we got Zach on the show this week. He's definitely a renowned Washington photographer. He's been going crazy as of his career. Honestly, you've always been stepping when it came to this photography shit. So it's lovely to have you on the show today.
I mean, means a fucking a lot.
Oh, I don't know if you know, y'all. Brother. You are definitely documenting a lot of the town's history.
Facts.
And
that's so crazy to think about.
If someone hasn't said it yet, like, we appreciate people like that. We appreciate you because, you know, for you to go out there day in, day out to edit photos in the way you do the turnaround in the way of like going to relevant events or even the undershadowed events that you pull up to, like, it's fucking amazing that you do that. And like, I get this sense of like, you know, when we talk about in the last episodes that, you know, we're trying to build culture out here, and we're trying to show the outside world like what's the culture like. I think you do a really good job of it encapsulating that.
Thank you.
Facts.
I wouldn't say that's the only reason why we have you on the Groovy Tapes here
not at
today.
all.
You're definitely been blossoming into one of our very good friends. We love you. That's why we had to have you on today.
Thank you. Love y'all too, man.
I gotta give that whole segment a round of
That
applause.
was fucking beautiful. Was I off the dome?
Oh, of course.
That's crazy.
Everything is off the dome here. Nothing but the dome. Pause. Yeah. But yeah.
So yeah, I actually wanted to touch on you documenting the town and being like a historian as well. Just because I was going back through your gram over the last week, and I always like to start at where people like start their Instagram, and yours starts in 2015 with like an amazing black and white photo. So I just wanted to talk about getting to that point of just like understanding a style and understanding photography and just like lighting and things. I know being a photographer, it takes years to get to that point of just being able to trust yourself and to shoot like artists and like in a way that you've been able to capture them. So I wanted to start at the beginning of where, like, when did you pick up a camera? When did you like get interested in like photography?
When I really got into it was really my sister's camera back in like 2012. She got it. I remember like when she got it, and I remember what the first photo she took on her camera was. It was a large fry McDonald's fry, chicken nuggets, and fucking a drink. And that's like how I kind of looked at it, because it looked hella dope for a McDonald's photo. And I was like, this is filthy. So when she wouldn't use it, I would use it, just mess around.
Yeah.
But then I really picked up, asked my parents for a camera for Christmas, and they got me one. Then I would just bring it, to school. After school, I would hang out with my friends, take photos. This is my junior year. That's when I really started, like, meeting, like, having friends in high school, like, really going out, hanging out. Like, in middle school, my parents wouldn't let me go to the mall after school type of thing. So even
that was a crucial part of like middle school culture.
Exactly. So I didn't get to experience that. So junior year is when I started doing that, and I just met new people. That's kind of how I got introduced into smoking weed, was through like hanging out with my friends, bringing my camera. Yeah. And like having photography class too definitely helped a lot. Yeah. It was just fun. I was just really good at it. I was really interested, and I did a second year advanced photography. And that was the only advanced class I ever took in my high school career. I was no AP student. So it was pretty dope, man. It was like something I excelled at. And that's how I got into sports. I did a lot of the pep rallies. I did girls basketball, boys basketball, football, soccer, both boys and girls soccer, pep rallies. So I was really into that shit like in high school. And that's how I met, I would go to like some of the like hangouts at the rich kids' places, that shit was a vibe. You're like, I'm talking about like 3-story cabin looking house.
Oh shit.
Boat. And just beautiful backyard on the lake type shit. And it was just like, this is filthy. So then I started doing it. I would go to Seattle. 2015 was actually my first concert I shot. I had no pass. I just brought it hoping, okay, they probably let a small ass camera in. Yeah. It was Post Malone. At Numos. He only had 5 songs. Obviously, that first song he dropped, White Ivories. Yeah. Evander Holy, I think it was just called Holyfield. And there were a few other songs, but yeah, I just took photos of every artist at the show. I think one of them was actually Thrax House, Kinayata and Macne. Oh, wow. And Guap. Yeah. So that's actually crazy to think about, because I forgot they performed. And it was this white dude who can actually spit named Darren Cohen, and the homie from Portland, Dio Worthy. Yeah. So they opened. I took photos of them. Then Dior hit me up to do more shoots with him, shoot a show. Yeah. And that's how I just started getting around. I met that. Do you know the brand Incorporated?
No, I haven't heard of it.
So it's like originally Seattle based, but now it's LA based. But this dude from Seattle, it's like high fashion streetwear type of thing. Yeah, like a lot of like Jaden, Kendrick wears shit.
Oh, fire!
And a lot of Migos, they were big fans of their work. Yeah. Do you have a lighter? Actually, no. I think it's still smoking. But yeah, then that's how I just met people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just going to these shows in Seattle, coming from Bremerton.
So I wanted to touch on that journey of just stepping out of your comfort zone. Did you like having the passion for it? Did you immediately know that like concerts were like what you wanted to like start capturing a lot more?
No, I just love like hip hop music. Cause
Yeah.
like I would hang out with the colored people of my school because our school was predominantly white.
Zach's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of white
No,
friends. I had so many white friends, but
And where was that? You said Central Kitsap?
Central Kitsap High School. It's in Silverdale, Washington.
Okay.
If you don't know where that is,
I don't.
take the so the ferry downtown. Take the boat to Bremerton. Bremerton is where I grew up originally.
Yeah.
We moved to Silverdale within a few years. I lived there, and yeah, we moved to Silverdale. Yeah, it's a small town.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Like, it's not no city. Free parking. Parking's great. Food's wonderful. It's like a military town.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was a Navy kid. So
Okay.
yeah. What's the question again?
I was just talking about just documenting and just making that shift into concerts because going from starting shooting your junior year and being that a year later you started getting out and more in the field and things like that. I wanted to know like what that transition for you was, because when I started doing when I personally started doing photography and things like that, it was very hard for me to start like going out and finding what I wanted to shoot. And like, even to this day, I feel like I just started finding what I like to capture and like what I like to document personally. But what was that calling to concerts like for you in the beginning?
I loved it, honestly. So it's an hour ride after every show. Like, the only hardest thing was like making the 1250 ferry back to Bremerton. So, but that's all of that. Honestly, I loved it. It was easy for me. It was the only thing that was hard was convincing my mom to let me go. Yeah. Because I was like 18, 19, really with really no direction what I want to do besides photography. But they didn't really see it that way, obviously, growing up with strict parents. But now they get it. They like support it. Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty hard for them. But I kept doing it and kept getting asked. Then I started getting paid a little bit here and there. So it's like, okay, he's having fun with it. He's really good at it. He's shooting like these semi-big shows. Cause it was pretty fun. Just like, I loved it. I would just go to Seattle early. Yeah. Just like walk around, go to like Cap Hill, hang out, meet people. Then I go to the show. Then hopefully just them bringing my camera, which most of the shows did at the time. But I would meet other homies, and one of those homies was actually Chris, my brother.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, so he really put me on to concerts. And, I did a lot of favors for him, and I got to shoot a lot of shows because of him, too. I shot, I'll see the XXXTentacion show. Yeah. Shot, just like Ty Dolla $ign was actually a really good one. Yeah. But, yeah. I met a lot of cool people through him, and he's definitely been a big help and still is a big help with meeting amazing people.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so he definitely put me on. It was definitely dope.
Yeah. So going from starting to shoot like concerts and just getting more and more in those circles, when did you start transferring over to doing more sports photography, or were they both kind of happening at the same time?
I wish it was happening at the same time, man. But I already got into sports like 2 years ago.
Really?
I obviously love doing like high school sports. Like shit. But like in this, it's pretty hard to get like to get into like, I guess you could say, a professional league media team. I got super lucky. It's actually, I met one of the coaches at Bait.
Oh, fire.
So it was like, then he was super dope. You know, this is when they didn't have much as the exposure they did 2 years ago, in 2019. They didn't have any, so I think they just wanted to take anything, you know. Yeah. But being with the Seattle Storm, actually, before that, I shot one Sounders game. Was actually pretty crazy, like a week or 2 weeks before. Yeah. Because of Travis Thompson had like,
shout out.
He was had his song played or something out there. Yeah. They just played it and they invited him and everything. We got a suite. And then the coach had an event. It was called it was like FAM event or something. Yeah. Festival, fashion, art, music. It was pretty dope. They had Davey perform, and Was it Jay Prince? Or I think it was like a dude named Jay Prince or something.
Yeah.
It was super fun. And then yeah, I did him that favor. Then he let me shoot the whole season. And
that's fucking fire.
I was super young. Like I remember my homegirl I met through. She worked for Bleacher Report at the time.
Is this when the time framing? Was this when the Sounders were going back to back when we were winning shit at the time?
I think so. I don't really watch the Sounders. So
I don't either. So I was just curious.
Yeah, so I can't say.
Yeah,
I think this was the year they went though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fire. Yeah, that's like 2017, 2018.
Yep.
Yeah, but honestly, sports. Honestly, that's why I've want to do career wise in photography because I just love sports. And it's been a big part of my life. And it's amazing, and just meeting knowing the athletes, knowing them on a personal level.
Yeah,
it's pretty fucking dope.
That's amazing.
I had that moment with you and your work when you shot the crossover. And just being a neighborhood native and knowing you, getting to know you, and you've been talking about this for a while, and just wanting to connect with Jamal, and you're so home team, you're so home base. You wanna use your platform in that way. It was really dope to see and unfold. Because I've been going to crossovers for I haven't been to one since 2016, but growing up and being around the gym, being in the Crawford court, I already know how it feels like when you love a sport and you have meaning and a passion behind that certain entity. So it's really dope.
Thank you, man. It was an amazing month and a half of doing that stuff, man, and just it was crazy. Just
who was going off the most? Real life buckets.
Isaiah Thomas obviously dropping 81 was
crazy,
legendary Seattle moment. Top 10 sport event happened in Seattle. Yeah,
he said Tacoma slid through and really laid a whole shit on the court. Bro, IT pulled up and said 81 for you.
Bro, it was just for me witnessing that, bro, was something I'm super grateful for, just him being denied in the league, obviously, but man, and I didn't know. I remember him going back to the room, but we weren't allowed there, and just seeing that video of crying, I was like, damn, this is really him. He's that fucking dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But honestly, besides him, man, KPJ and DeJounte Murray, they went head to head. They were on different teams. They played each other, man. That shit was bananas, bro. They were just dogs.
Yeah, that's some practice shit. You'll see that walking in the hallway, and you'll see them in the gym doing that shit.
It was something
it's
else.
Really different. I don't want to undisclose some shit, but Beach goes crazy with the sports.
Yes.
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
It's really crazy how he was about to go in on a story. He was like, "Ooh, that might be too much sauce for the other schools."
Because I love my Vikings.
He was I might give away a trade secret.
You see moments like that, but you really feel those daily. First, second, third, fourth period. You're still in the gym, bro.
You're just dry snitching.
and then you're at lunch. What's up, bro?
And in other classes,
but that's the work, that's why you're able to see this on a huge platform. You're able to see the talent prescribed to the NBA level, and why Washington especially goes fucking insane, buku bonkers about
they don't play.
the athlete system out here. It's really it's kind of embedded in the culture out here. That's definitely one thing attested to what we got going out here.
Just to touch, but just to hop back, I'm gonna hop back between sports and music with you, Zach, just because you've done it all, and it's just really cool to meet someone being so passionate, just to get to shoot a lot of the things he loves. What has been a few of your favorite shows over the last 8 or almost 10 years, 8 or 9 years?
Shit. Well, I would definitely say, not in any order, but I just remember so vividly. Just being there was definitely Migos back in 2015 or 2016. OG Maco opened.
Oh, that's a great
I was like
time.
right out of high school, and it was like crazy just because this is when Offset was in jail. So this is during the whole free Offset phase.
That's a
Was that YRN?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when it was. Yep.
Yeah.
That's when it was dummy out here for the Migos and the OG Maco. Really messed up story about that. This is those bits of information that I have randomly in my head, but OG Maco actually, I believe on that specific tour,
He had beef right before.
he had caught a flesh-eating virus out here through the rain.
Oh,
Because and then he left back to LA and basically he still had the flesh-eating virus and he didn't get like cured until like he said he went to the doctors multiple times.
Yeah.
I believe I was watching this interview. I think it was with No Jumper, but anyways, that's what I learned when he visited Seattle. He was like, "Damn, I had a crazy ass show, but then like when I was out walking or some shit, he caught this flesh-eating virus, but didn't catch it until later."
So,
Go ahead.
actually, I remember because I was a big OG Maco fan at the time when this happened. He actually got into a car accident.
Oh.
He lost his eye, then he got infected by that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Damn.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. That
That's
shit was
fucking-
sad. Then
that's-
he had a picture of it, just eye fucked up, just not there. And I'm just like, this is sad, man.
Wow, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Man, sorry, continue.
You're good. But yeah, that's really all I know too, but that's what I saw from that. Yeah.
Corey asked about your shows that you were fucking with.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. He told the saddest story in the middle of the happiest. I'm not even mad at you for forgetting, Zach. He really sidetracked you with some real sad
real
shit.
shit,
Like
bro.
I was like, I can't even be mad at it because I was like, that's a great part of like that's a great why Groovy Tapes exists because we know so much knowledge about what goes on. I just think it's crazy that it was just like, what were we talking about? having great times. We were talking about having a wonderful time at shows.
Definitely, I would just put XXXTentacion up there with Juice WRLD. But most recently, Isaiah Rashad was probably one of my favorite shows to shoot.
Really?
Yes, I was at concerts there's usually a 3-song rule, but luckily again I met Isaiah Rashad and his team at Bait.
Oh, nice.
So that's and he was super cool, down to earth dude, and he invited us to the shows. Like, and he was like, throughout the day, he was just chilling there. He chilled there for like an hour 30, just dropping game.
Oh, that's fire.
And it was super dope with his team. His producer Rory, he works for TD, and Slim, his photographer / videographer. So we were just kicking it. One of our coworkers, Josh Trap Market, he showed him around, just smoked him out type shit. And
Yeah.
he was just, good host of them, and they just really fucked with us. And I asked him to shoot the show. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, bro. Just ask Slim. He's like, yep. It's like, is it cool I get the whole set? He's like, yes, because usually at concerts, there's a 3-song rule. First 3 songs you're shooting, but then you're out. But since they fucked with me, he's like, he's good. So I was like in that dish shooting, and I'm just like, because actually, I don't know if you read in my post that of that show, Isaiah Rashad, Heavenly Father played. That was the first time I was high with my friends.
Yeah.
So that was super dope. So he meant a lot to me, and he's the only artist I like kind of fan boyed over. Meeting at my job, I was like, oh shit, you're Isaiah Rashad. I was like, I'm a big fan of your work, man. I've been listening to Sevilla demo since fucking high school. That album's in my top 10 for sure. So it was super dope.
That's
Just like off the
moment.
just off the love too. Obviously, OGs was super dope, and just like super ratchet. And I was just like, damn, man, that shit was hard. That's a fight, and he's such a nice dude too. I was not expecting him to be such a we didn't talk as much, but he was just super polite, super humble.
Yeah,
and they're just like normal people too,
You could tell that there was no need to have an ego, and he didn't display it during like just those moments. That's always really dope.
But actually, I would definitely put my top 10 show. Obviously, Chief Keef and Pusha T, but curveball definitely being Taylor Swift at CenturyLink.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yes.
I was just talking on her.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I'm
She's
okay.
butt.
So
Sorry,
no,
but-
we were. I was about to go into the same slander of Taylor Swift as well. So I'm glad you started it off. I'm very curious. What made the set great? Because here,
Like on your side, yeah.
no, yeah, I'm definitely on the other side. Like,
So like obviously being in a predominantly white school, there's a lot of different music tastes.
okay, fire.
Yeah, so
Did you play the old hits?
yes.
Okay.
Oh,
So like
okay.
shake it off and shit. But
Oh,
the new
okay,
shit,
okay.
but like the new shit, I don't really fuck with.
Nah.
Like all the oldest.
Yeah, when she was in between that country pop phase, she went crazy. Come on, that still goes
That
crazy.
shit so.
Don't hit us with the copyright, please.
But yeah, honestly, bro,
I'll fight you. Sorry.
That was 5 seconds. But yeah, man, just just being that was my first time shooting CenturyLink too. And it's such a huge show, sold out crowd, bro.
Yeah. Oh.
White moms, single
Yeah.
moms.
Wait, did they use like full capacity or
Yeah, like they were
60,000?
It was like the only thing that wasn't probably used was a Hobson nest wasn't not used, but everything else was filled,
I think she could do
Wow.
it.
including the floor. Charlie XCX
That's-
and I forgot who else opened.
That is huge. That's hella people.
That shit was popping.
That's
bro.
believable.
Oh, for sure. Taylor Swift is probably like most played out here.
On radio, yeah. On Q, hell yeah.
106.1.
Kiss FM.
Yeah. Not shout out Taylor Swift, but that sounds like a fun.
That was a fun show, man. When she played the hits, and it was just like,
Nah, Taylor Swift. Old Taylor Swift is a vibe.
yes, exactly.
Since she started breaking up with all the boys, and they just like every nigga got issues.
That's every
Yeah.
song.
Her body count was like 15, 18, man. Not body count,
Nah.
but you know what I mean. The list is high.
And it's all
You
like
kissing all these boys?
Yeah.
it's all my.
She
never
don't be
mind.
having.
That's just my only problem has always been like she got basically a diss record for every boyfriend
Oh yeah,
that she's
hell yeah.
had since.
They must be not shit, man.
She's the
Hey.
Tupac of white girls, bro.
Can we it's really funny that you been talking about like those moments at Bait. You know, I actually the first time I met you was at Bait. Corey brought me over and I think you bought me a Christmas present. We pulled up and you bought me some shoes.
Oh, some sneakers.
Yeah, and we was just chopping it up, and I remember you helped
remember
us
that.
out, and we were talking, and honestly, yeah, it was regular like Bait visit. But how has it been working there and building those relationships at that shop, and you know,
Honestly, bro, it's been a wonderful job, man. I've all my connections were mostly made at Bait. So which is super crazy and just a great chill environment. You know, it's a great job, man. I love shoes. You know, I definitely blessed working there too. But yeah, it's dope. I mean, that's what I can explain. Just building those relationships there. Sometimes, you know, and some of our customers are some of like my good friend. Oh shit, my bad. But yeah, some of the customers that have been going there for years are like one of my good friends now, so which is super dope. Just like I've been to like birthday parties and shit through one of the
that's
customers.
fine.
Yeah,
I feel
and like we've been getting gifts, and people really fuck with us. And yesterday, actually, the homie that works at the Sean Camp cannabis store, he pulled up and gave me because I didn't get one last time, and I autographed Sean Kemp picture.
Oh, that's fire.
So yeah, these people just generally fuck with us. Like we get gifted a lot of shit, so it was pretty dope. And yeah,
I feel like all creatives in this industry have to be involved with some sort of shop job at some point in their streetwear community career.
Nick Biba, Jordan Nicholas, him,
Let
Alive and Well,
you know, you're
Troy
part of a
Gibson.
facts. You're part of a legendary crew. I wanted to touch on like how you see it being as like a rite of passage for like I guess our community as like everyone who's either done like 13 Witness or just like the huge streetwear sort of Tibbs.
Yeah.
They have had some sort of like shop job at some point. Do you hold that as part of like your like a checklist. Like I wouldn't say a checklist, but
Yeah.
like a rite of passage of like being in the industry. Or do you like, or is it just like I'm into it, so it happens to work out that I love my job?
I think, I mean, it definitely helps a lot. Obviously, I wouldn't say it's like it's like that, but like it definitely helps a lot with a lot of creatives for sure. I mean, just meeting new people. I'm assuming that's how Beep and Jordan and Troy met. Like all the people they shoot with, shoot for. So, I mean, I think your second answer was definitely my was my answer as well.
Yeah,
that's a tough question
yeah, because I always just
because
see
every
it.
photographer is so different.
Yeah, I just always see like shop culture as part of just like one of those things that you have to either be involved with a shop that you love and either visit it a lot, be a shop kid that way, or on the back end you're an employee at a shop that you really like and like moves sort of like the culture of the community. And I feel like you're part of that, like that Washington legacy of someone who's worked at like a store that moves people and forces like people outside of the city to come in and fuck with you.
That's crazy to think about.
No, I think it's really cool.
I've been there for 4 years now. It's so crazy.
Do you think you would ever like move outside of the state and continue like working through the bait company like in LA or I know that they have like overseas shops and things like that.
I definitely thought about this before. I don't know because obviously I love the company. The company's done a lot of great stuff for me, but I definitely just want to expand. Like, I mean, obviously I don't think. Retail's cool. Like it's fine, but it gets tiring and boring for sure. But yeah, I just probably just want to expand. Probably like. Just like either do freelance or just like, cause freelance pays hella if you can find the right opportunities. But just like, I just like knowing having a safe, source of income is just good. But I don't know. I don't think I would try to do retail again.
Okay.
So I'll probably, me really depends, you know?
You know, pay Zach to be your photographer. He ain't got to go back to work.
Exactly. I would love to work for like an NBA team though, or just any team in general, any sport.
Is this what you?
A little bit of that and a little bit of this. KWJT, if you see me over here packed out, it's because of some candied grapes from Tranquil Forest. Feel me? That's what we smoking on. We on that type of time.
Why is this so aggressive?
Little something different this week. Buy some hoodies.
I wanted to ask about your relationship with Genesis and working with Ian and just that whole tribe of friendship. Just like I love your guys' internet presence just because like outside of like the skating and just getting clips and that nature, like the bond and the friendship seems really, really fun and organic and like I guess for me it's like the relationships I used to watch on like MTV when they used to like show skaters and their homies and just like kicking it and having fun and telling jokes and like so I wanted to know like how did you end up working with Ian? I know you probably were like homies first, but like how did that relationship build and how has it been for you?
So how I originally got to shoot like Genesis. I met Ian at shows before, but we didn't really talk like that. It was just nothing. It was nothing personal. It was just like it would just be at shows. It'd be fast, quick, you know. But I was going to see South Central's my first year, I believe, like 2018, 17.
Yeah.
One of the assignments was a studio portrait of 5+ people, and I happened to hit up Ian because I really fuck with skateboarding, and they had their own merch, so it'd be pretty dope, for them to like, just expose their shit, just get some good photos, and it was these when they were like 15, 16, they're still young. Ian's like 20, 21, so he's like my age. But it was about the homie Sanjay, Cooper, Xavier, Jasper. I think that was pretty much it. But yeah, I did the assignment, and they were just super cool kids. They were funny. Then me and Ian just started shooting more a little bit. I would bring my camera. I really didn't know. I wasn't really shooting the skateboarding part because he would have the other homie Corey Greenridge.
Yeah.
Legendary Seattle, just legendary skate photographer. You should definitely check out his work. His work's amazing. He shot so many pros, but he would do the skateboarding, and I'll just do the behind the scenes. And
Oh, nice.
and yeah, man, those kids are super cool, super great, super funny, and amazing skaters. And like, you know, just them being like open to everybody, you know. Now since like a lot of people have moved out, like Troy and Elise, a lot of the new cats are coming in, like the little homie Caden. There's like a lot more people just in the group now. I still even haven't seen them in a while, but I need to see them again. I haven't seen those boys like a month and a half.
Oh man,
Yeah,
the link up's gonna be real special when it comes
is
again.
for sure, 100%. They're crazy.
Hand claps for them, please, because y'all been working.
Yes.
It's well deserved.
I think I don't know. I always look at like what's been done before and like compare it to like what's going on, especially the more I get involved with the city and how the city moves. And I really like, I love your guys' like tribe, like that group of like just the way you guys have been able to like excel in personal, like your personal lives and what you guys all work on as individuals, and like the success you guys get as a group, and just like the energy you guys bring. Even when I see you and Ian out like at like when we do karaoke or when we're like at bars and shit, it's just like it's just a fun like group of guys that I know have been doing like what they've been passionate about for years, and it just so happens that like everyone is now watching and paying attention and just giving the flowers. But it's really dope to me that it's been like built off like jokes and like, all right, bro, let's like, I really love your energy. Yeah, let's kick it. Let's hang out. Like, and I feel like a lot of the times that's lost in like when people look at the community and things like that, where it's just like, it should just be a bunch of homies pushing a bunch of other homies to do well in what they love. And I feel like you guys are a great example of that working and that just being like a really fun thing. So I just wanted to just shout you guys out just for the community you guys have created and continue to create. That's
a lot. That's dope. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Definitely here to give you your flowers. Like, I know you like, I know it's like, you probably look at it as like, there's so much more to gain, that I have so much more work to put in, but like you just like, since I've met you and just being able to learn more about you and become like friends with you, it's just been really dope to just watch you cultivate a community and just like be ahead of things that you don't even know you're ahead of, and just like inspire what I do and inspire what like people will call this like Washington like this thing. Like whenever we're getting on like hype beats every time and all these things, like you will be either at the credits of like photographed by Zach, or you will be on the face of one of the people that gets to tell the stories and be interviewed. So I just want to celebrate you.
Thank you.
And let you know that that's at least where I see you are, and that's where you sit for me in this culture.
Thank you. You make me blush and shit, man. Stop.
Hell yeah, Zach. Hell yeah.
Let's put it this way. 100 years later, you'll see Zach's photos
everywhere.
They're going to be like, this is what they were doing 100 years ago. This is the 2021 Hoop Fest. This crossover.
Storm.
Everything, bro. Everything.
Hopefully you see all Supersonics.
Hopefully we get a team.
Hopefully I need to be there.
I need you to like. I need to see Zach.
I gotta be at the first home game,
bro. I need to just see you on court.
The city will be in a frenzy. I think our city will stop.
Our tickets. I don't think I'll ever be able to go so crazy.
Bro, there's gonna be people like out in the park, like
for a week type shit,
like outside.
I'm paying the scalper. Hey, scalpers, do your job.
These real, bro.
Don't sell me double tickets.
Real?
Yeah, don't sell me double tickets. because I'm from here.
Get that fake shit out of my face.
Because I'm from
see you
here.
again.
Exactly.
I
I'm
wanna
coming
see
back.
you again.
I know what games you be at, and I know that where you be when you at these part of the game. So don't try to sell me the double woo-wap copy and paste joints. Give me the real joints and save that for the out-of-towners. Yeah, I need to see you. For me, I want to see you predominantly in those spaces more, just because I feel like you deserve it, just being someone of what the community and of the culture of what's goes on in Washington, and like someone that's like in real time have seen it like evolve and go up. I feel like having you there telling those stories for like future generations, I think is like mandatory for Washington to do. So I cannot wait to see you on the court with those like big ass lenses taking photos of Sonics players and shit. Like I can't like that, because that's what I foresee for you. Because like I would be ashamed in the city if they don't like
I would be ashamed.
welcome you in with open arms, because you deserve it.
Thank you, man. I really want to, man. I just think, and honestly, I think they're probably gonna have a team. Honestly, they didn't spend $2 billion on standing for not just the WNBA and hockey thing. You know, I think we're gonna have a squad in the next few years. I have a feeling.
Probably us in Vegas. I hope they make Vegas the East Coast team, even though it's hella West Coast.
I seen some like mock-ups. They would be in like Houston and like the Spurs division, like the way they did it. We would be in like the
like,
Golden State.
You mean like because Houston's still West Coast.
Our division would be crazy.
Oh yeah. You're right.
We're getting smacked for
You want
the
them
first
to
few
be on
weeks.
the East.
I want them
That's
to give it to like a Southern team.
Yeah.
Because I want to I think the South needs one more basketball team, like somewhere in like the Tennessee, like that area. If they get a team, because that
Like
would
Alabama.
yeah, I feel like if they got like some sort of big, especially basketball.
I didn't even realize that if Alabama had a basketball,
Bro, it would go crazy. The games would be fucking nuts. It would just be fucking nuts there. But I feel like they could at least
You're not lying.
generate they could do all the things that get you a basketball team and have it still be on the East Coast and still within like a travel sort of like, all right, we're gonna do a game here and then we're gonna go to Florida and do two. You know, it's still like in that belt of like flying. So I would hope. I just need the Sonics to have a team, because I'm not trying to have kids and like only take them to cold fucking weather games. I need some indoor games here. Like
you're absolutely right.
So I'm just
you were for surely correct about
king.
like, man.
I need Miles Bridges on the Sonics.
Really?
I need Miles Bridges.
Yeah.
He's been hooping too, and he just filthy at rapping, in my opinion.
He be killing me.
Bro, he be hella funny. He said, Pop Drum, man, baby, how you dealing with that heart, bro? It's like, how the fuck you getting away with this? I mean, it's honestly just an art, but this is
Like
crazy.
they're over there.
Nah, he's talking about.
They're over there.
He's talking about
in
hooping.
Charlotte. Yeah, those are all hoop bars.
Those
That's
are
like-
really all hoop, double the triple entendres.
bro.
Or is it?
It's insane, because you're right. That pocket he's hitting and talking about hooping, he be posterizing motherfuckers.
Miles killed it. Who was the feature on it?
It's like, his homie.
Wasn't it another hooper?
Yeah, it was another hooper.
Oh, Teddy Rozier.
Yeah, Teddy Rozier.
Yeah.
Trash.
Terrible.
I don't know why
Terrible.
Miles. That was literally
just a homie thing.
That was a homie thing. He
Terry's
should
like, bro,
have.
let me get on a song real quick.
Yeah, I got you.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's some NBA shit. They were
Bro.
like, they looked at
Yeah.
each other. They're like, bro, let's rap.
Bro, Miles
Let's
should have
hop on
told
this
him
beat.
no, because Miles kind of he gassed it. He's not in my top 5 of NBA rappers,
Terry,
but
bro.
It might be
I
for
mean,
me.
Miles,
Really?
bro.
I
Yeah.
just enjoy it. I just
I
love that
feel you.
Detroit
I feel
shit.
you.
I just
Nah, I gotta give it like Shaq. Definitely gotta give it to Kobe,
Damn.
Dame.
Denzel Valentine. Kidding.
Might even give Lonzo. Like he had one little cool.
Not the KD.
Bro, he's an athlete. He does not need to rap.
Pure shooter.
He's a pure shooter. He needs to.
And nothing else.
Bro, I love that he's producing. Like he's EPing, like him and Kawhi are EPing now. But no, I don't need the bars.
Are you guys ready for the Kawhi project?
That shit crazy. I was out the blue, and he was just on. He was who was he talking to on FaceTime? NLE Chopper?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, did you see the track list?
It's crazy.
A rod wave on that bitch.
You can tell he has a good. Like that's why he don't be talking. He got a great ear for music.
That's another reason why I feel like he went to the Clippers and he stayed with them and signed the extension.
Oh, he's chilling
because he's from Cali.
Oh, that and like they gave him everything he wanted.
He probably wanted to do music and then wanted the AR, and he's like, I just hoop.
Bro, he's from here. He's literally like him.
I just hoop, bro.
Him, DeRozan, Dame, like they all like
more or less Westbrook.
Yeah, they're more or less like all like it's really kind of crazy to see, but they are all the hoopers that made it out of the hood.
Yeah,
that are like famous like hoopers now. They're the LA version of that, and it's kind of like. It's cool to see because you don't like when you think of these like individuals, you don't really see them from like where they probably grew up.
Right.
And it's just like when they do like when Kawhi does do like an EP and it's just like a bunch of like hood tracks and it's just you're like Kawhi, but then you're like I guess like just because he doesn't talk doesn't mean like he's not interested in these things, and that's not where his heart lies.
He just stays
he just stays
on the low.
He's quiet. I like
then that's dope, because I don't know how. I mean, obviously with social media for me, I can't live without that shit. That's why I put my portfolio. But obviously I got to do less hours on that bitch. But yeah, for like Kawhi, I mean, obviously a lot of athletes are on social media just for him. And just his name, he doesn't really care about followers. He does his like little ads on the side.
Yeah,
to pay that rent. But yeah,
it's definitely cool that he could, even in this day and age, he can find some sort of I don't know that big ass word, some elusiveness, in just his presence, and like even to this day, like people get on him for not speaking or just being soft spoken. And like 10, 15 years ago, that was literally most NBA players. They weren't really like, I wouldn't say soft spoken, but they weren't really like entertaining the media outside of what they had to do.
Mm-hmm. How was he in the video? Like he was like,
oh yeah.
Crazy,
even for me, even that was like, it felt like that was so much of his personality he still didn't really want to give us.
Yeah,
he was really chilling with Future and Drake.
That shit funny. That shit crazy.
What do you think what do you think Kawhi asked for? Like Drake asked you, hey bro, be in the music video with me in Future. You're like, oh, I fuck with that song. What's the concept? And then he tells you gotta be like
I feel like he did off. You know what I think?
I think it could have been off the love, but also that could have been Kawhi's directive. I feel like Kawhi don't do things he don't want to do.
I would love to find out. Kawhi was like, nah, bro, let's.
The only part I'm gonna be on is this part. That's the only part I want to be on.
That's me right there.
I wanted to ask you, Zach. Are there any future projects you want to get at? There's people out there you want to shoot for, whether it be for any industry, sports or music?
Man, I mean, for like long term, I would love to shoot like for an NBA team, for our sports team in general, like I said earlier. But like short term, I mean, I would love to do more like music festivals. I mean, obviously, I want to make just shoot more festivals, some artists, hopefully go on tour. In the future, that'll be great. I went on tour once, like 2016, with, how should I say this name? I don't think I'm gonna say this name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
But he opened for Macklemore for 6 shows.
Oh no.
Yeah. But honestly, I want to go on tour again with like a music I would actually like love, like shooting like a rap show, like even some indie band I would really fuck with. Like, I would love to shoot for like, do you know who Jungle is?
No.
They're like, wouldn't say disco. I don't know what they are, but they're filthy. You should definitely look them up. Jungle, fucking like R&B artists like Jameson. I would love to shoot Jameson.
Yeah.
I think that would be super dope. Like Ari Lennox would be super dope.
Yes.
You know, new apartment life would be crazy, you know. This bitch naked. Yes, I agree.
Yes, I agree.
Go off, please. But yeah, no, honestly, there's just so many things I want to do. But I definitely want to do a book. That's like a big project I definitely want to work on.
Hold on. I'm giving all that applause, but I want Zach to do a book too.
Mm-hmm.
I keep pressing
Photo
Zach.
book for the viewers and listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was confused. I thought, like, are you gonna write a book or?
I mean, I'll definitely put some like articles in that.
Okay,
I think that's what I would want to do if
Yeah.
I were to make a book. But I mean, that's one of the long term goals I really want to work on. Probably like 5, 6 years, maybe 10. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's a long term goal for sure. Just like, cause obviously I love posting photos. I post online on Instagram because for me I always want to put something on right away. But I definitely want to just hold photos for years and years and just drop it on head.
Is it something that you're currently practicing?
I mean, I tried to work on it before, but like all the themes I tried to do just didn't feel right. But I definitely there's just still so many ideas I'm brainstorming right now. But yeah, it's gonna be a long time from now for sure.
I cannot wait to get that book, just because I know there'll be a lot of legendary moments and photos in that book.
I want to do a huge book, like 150, 200 pages type shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like what Supreme did over like their 10-year.
Yeah, some shit like, imagine being on that Fenty book shit or like that Frank Ocean shit.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be fire.
That'd be crazy. Just some big ass book.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I definitely think you do. You have the talent and like definitely the eye of a photographer that can take time, or who takes timeless photos and can like present a timeless book. So I definitely think that whenever you find what it will be about, or just like what you want to throw in the book, I feel like it'll come together hella good.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask about your love of fashion and vintage, just because your style is crazy. Okay. I've never seen you without a fit. Even when I'd be like, even when you're like, oh, bro, I'm just running around, I'm not even doing nothing. Like, it's still a fit. So like, I wanted to ask you about like what got you into clothes? Why do you love clothes so much? And like, what keeps that like passion going?
So funny story, actually, I remember how I really got into like the thrifting was one of the biggest things when I first started like getting into clothes. My homie, this middle school, I think 8th grade. This is when like vintage was being get like snapbacks back by Chris Mountain came out. The vintage snapback, Big Sean was bringing back Mac Miller. Everybody was having the vintage snapbacks. So I got scammed by my homie in 8th grade for $50 for this weak ass Sonic snapback. He showed it for like he's one of my best friends though.
I was about to say, not the hunt.
He's one of my best friends, but yeah, it was he like had one of those photos from like the websites.
Yeah,
but it was just like this small ass hat. He but yeah, no, he blessed me later that. But then the homie said you can just get these at thrift stores. Like, what the fuck's a thrift store? With my parents like growing up, my parents wanted the best for me, and at the time, they didn't want me shopping at Goodwill, but then I started shopping at Goodwill like a motherfucker. It's like, Mom, she picked me up from school. Like, can we go to Goodwill? It's like, yes, John. She would call me John because that's my middle name. She never called me by Zach ever. But yeah, just going thrifting every day. The Valley Village in Bremerton was lit. Obviously this is before the whole thrift shop song.
Yeah.
My Macklemore came out, so there's some crazy shit I had to pass on because my mom didn't see it. And I was like, no, get this from me. He's like, no, it's $20 for thrift store, which is super expensive for a thrift store. But yeah, I definitely got through that. Then obviously going to Seattle thrifting here, going to like Stussy, even with my mom, we would walk from the ferry terminal downtown all the way up to Cap Hill to go shop for me. Yeah. So just being the Seattle scene, just meeting new people would definitely I would go 35th. The Valley Village on Capitol Hill that used to be there was my shit.
Yeah.
That was the best Valley Village I've been to. But yeah, there's just a lot of thrifting, especially YouTube. YouTube was a big thing. That's how I found about Jacob Starr. Shout out to the homie Jacob. We were friends back in 2016. I sent a package of thrift finds because I thought he was super dope. And I found this Tacoma Rockets hockey jersey in this thrift store in Bremerton, and I showed him. He was like, "How much do you want it, bro?" I was like, how much do you want for it? I was like, "Bro, I can just send it to you." Then I sent him like a bomb on button up I found out at Goodwill, this Foss jersey, and there was another YouTuber too I was really fucking with. Do you know who Always Fresh Apparel is?
No, I'm not.
He was like this like YouTuber from Portland. He was like a super big, like he was into like the whole Karma Loop plunder fashion.
Oh, fire!
And then like, you know, he started working at the store and really I met him when I went to Portland. This is when I was like really into the YouTube fashion thing. But yeah, just like YouTube was definitely a big help to that too. Like back in 2016, 15, 14.
Yeah, I was noticing that you've been posting on YouTube just as long as you've been posting photos like on IG.
Yeah.
Is it more just through just like recaps of just like concerts where you will find it, or have you like, I know recently you've started just more vlogging and documenting your amazing hoops. I'm sorry, Koi, that Zach had to do you like that.
He actually beat me that game. I'm gonna be real. Marvin just put on the good clips. He scored on me. It was the first game to 3. I was hella tired. It was like 2-3. I got like a hook shot on him. He got like a layup. Then he got a jump shot. Then I was just gassed. Then he beat me 3-2.
Good on you, Koi, for not ruining a good clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real.
The internet sees it as you lost, though.
Yeah,
because that
move was crazy.
That clip got
that move
1,500 views.
Yeah, that move was monumental.
That shit was hilarious. Man. But yeah, no, Koi won that game.
You did look cool. Like we want to set the record straight.
But yeah.
That's the type of shot that hits the back of the rim and just ping.
That's the one that you're like, it like toilet bowls around and you're just like waiting for.
Oh yeah, for the record, Marvin, if you're watching this, I'm giving you nasty buckets next time I see you.
Hey, we'll see you in December for the what you're finna do in December. I don't know if you guys have announced it, so I don't want to pre-announce it because we're friends. But I'll see you when you're here early December, and I'm trying to hoop.
But yeah, back to the YouTube question.
Oh,
but
yes.
I tried to start doing like the thrift pickup thing, when I was like still in high school. But I like got a decent amount of views, but I was just doing off my iTouch because I didn't have a smartphone until like 10th grade, and then I got it taken away because I had bad grades.
That's crazy. The iTouch.
Yeah, so I was doing all the iTouch, my parents' iPad, just the thrift pickups, and I did that for a little bit. Then I started trying to get into like shoe reviews, didn't really fuck with it. Then yeah, I unlisted those videos though. Yeah,
I was about to say, I was like, those aren't up on the YouTube.
Yeah.
It's mostly like,
I unlisted those videos for sure.
Was it was it more work than what you like really wanted to do? Because it's not like you're not passionate about it even to this day, but it wasn't just like it didn't find the love.
I mean, I did an Air Force One all white review mids, and it got like 1.2K views. Was actually kind of crazy.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like 16 or some shit, but I don't know. It just didn't fit what I was going for on the YouTube page, so I just took it down.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought about kind of bringing it back, like doing it. I just been thinking what I want to do for YouTube. I mean, obviously, my friends told me to do like a mukbang channel. I think that would be just hella funny.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about like eating on camera and posting it to the internet. still don't know how I feel about it. I mean, that's dope. There's hella people that watch that shit.
I feel you.
And love that shit, but I don't think for me personally.
I be killing food.
Yeah, bro, I be eating so messy, you know what I'm saying?
Who you telling,
bro? Then no one's gonna tell me I have like a little sauce right here or some shit, bro.
It get wicked over here.
Mm-hmm.
It get wicked over here.
But yeah.
I don't mean to cut off this most beautiful conversation, but Zach, before I wrap this thing up for us, do you got any sauce you want to leave the groovers off with at the end of the episode?
Actually, I did bring a gift because I remember.
What?
Corey, I don't know if it was at the bar for Travis's party, but you said Zach, I would love to have some art on our wall, some Zach work on our wall.
Yes.
So,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
so I brought this is from my personal collection. These were actually at my art gallery that happened like 2 years ago.
Oh.
So,
Yes.
so first one, this one, Cardiac Wazoo, Travis Thompson performed. Opened. This was 2018. I think this was either 420 or 421. The day before that, actually, did it open for Billie Eilish.
Oh, that's
Wazoo.
fire.
This was like Wazoo Spring Fling. It was pretty dope. This one, this is from the last Bumbershoot. Not Bumbershoot, excuse me.
I'm so excited.
Not Bumbershoot, the last Sasquatch.
Ooh.
Oh.
This is for y'all.
Oh.
What the fuck? What the
Oh shit, bro.
Guys, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
Jump out the house.
Man, you've been grooving with the South. This is KWJT. We got Zach, Corey, and Solana. Oh my fucking god.